Hello, dear students. In this lecture of data mining, we will discuss about some important topic of our data mining subject, like multidimensional data representation. In this, we will discuss on the cube representation of data, lattice representation of data, and also we will discuss on OLAP technology. This is online analytical processing. Different kind of servers we will implement during data warehouse implementation. So formally, the multidimensional data models are the multidimensional data models is a method which is used for ordering data in the database along with good arrangement and assembling of the contents in the database. As we know that if we are talking about the data mining, then we have to fetch the data from the data warehouse, and data warehouse is a collection of huge amount of data. So to better understand the data, we adopt many of the things, many of the mechanism to rearrange and better arrange the data so that we can easily understand the data and then analyze the data in minimum time. As we know that if we are talking about the database and data or tables, we represent the data in this form. Simply, we arrange the data in that particular form where we arrange the data in the form of row and columns. What to better understand, we can arrange the data in that kind of way also. Here we are saying that location is a common field in that particular table. That means in all fields Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4, Bangalore was repeatedly come in each and every record. So we put Bangalore separately to remove the redundancy in this. So we can see here that that is a one dimension and second dimension is type of the item of different quarters Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. So that is the two-dimensional representation of the data. Now we are talking about three-dimensional data. So what we are doing here, we are dividing the data in three dimensions: location, item, and time. So here that is milk, egg, and bread. That this one is the first dimension, item is the second dimension, and location is the third dimension. So that kind of mechanism adopting, we can convert the data, we can represent data in multidimensional view. But actually in practical life, if we have to represent multidimensional data or three-dimensional data, so we adopt the concept of cube to better understand that. This is the cube representation of data. Basically, we adopt that way to represent the 3D data. So here location, time, and item are three dimensions, and we are representing data in the form of that cube. You require some practice to draw that, but by applying some written effort, you can easily draw that. This one is very important from the examination point of view. That is the lattice representation of the data. If we have multidimensional data, to represent that multidimensional data is not possible to represent data in that kind of way. Also, is not possible to represent in the form of different cubes. So we adopt the concept of the lattice to represent the data. Here we can see that we have four dimensions: time, item, location, supplier. And by the help of that, we are drawing a lattice. So that lattice is a four-dimensional representation of the data. Here we can not limit it to four dimension. We can also draw 5, 6, 7 dimension. The diagram is some kind complex. So here nothing. What we are doing here, we have four dimensions: time, item, location, and supplier. In the first phase, in the second phase, what we are doing, we are making the combination of time, item location, item supplier, time supplier, item supplier, and location supplier. So here we are drawing a line: time, item, time supplier, time location, item supplier. So, and in the third phase, we are making the combination of these: time, item, location, and making connection respectively here. So if you will see that carefully, you can draw that diagram easily. But keep in mind, this is a multidimensional representation of data. Basically, we are representing four-dimensional representation of data in this particular diagram. This is another diagram to represent lattice. To understand OLAP technology, first of all, we have to understand the tier architecture of data warehouse, which we discussed in detail in the last PPT, where we see that we have three tier: bottom tier, middle tier, and top tier. Before bottom tier, we have data in of type heterogeneous. Basically, we say that we have to implement a data warehouse. We collect the data from the heterogeneous sources in huge amount. So that heterogeneous sources are operational databases, actional sources, and different kind of files. So by collecting that data, we perform various operations like basically we perform ETL process. ETL process is extract, clean, transform, and load process. So by applying these basic operations over the data, we collect the data in the bottom tier. Here, two repositories are important: metadata repositories and data marts. Both are the important because these two files keep the information about that huge amount of data. Monitoring and administration are two important thing here, because without monitoring and administration, nothing is possible. So monitoring and administration are the operations, and the metadata repository and data marts are the records which mandatorily we have to implement. After that, to aggregate the data in the middle tier, OLAP servers will be created, and different kind of OLAP server will deal with the different kind of data. If we have multidimensional data, then MOLAP will deal with that particular kind of data. If we have heterogeneous kind of data, then we will use the OLAP, heterogeneous hybrid online analytical processing. And if we have relational data, then we will implement the ROLAP, that means relational online analytical processing. By making different kind of OLAP servers, we will perform different kind of data mining algorithm. We will perform or apply different kind of algorithms, data mining algorithms over the data, and get the result, and it will represent the result in different kind of formats, so that we can easily understand the knowledge. Now, the important thing in this, we must have to know what is actually MOLAP, ROLAP, OLAP, so that we can write the difference among that, or we can write the definition properly in examination. So MOLAP is multidimensional online analytical processing. MOLAP is the classic form of OLAP. So basically, MOLAP, ROLAP, and OLAP are the types of the OLAP. Optimized multidimensional array storage, pre-computation. ROLAP is relational online analytical processing. So ROLAP stores the data in relational databases, as we discussed. Specialized schema design. Base data and dimension table are stored as a relational table. We are saying here specialized schema design because that is a relational databases. It means to represent the data, we require some kind of schemas to represent that kind of relation. OLAP is hybrid online analytical processing. OLAP combines the capabilities of MOLAP and ROLAP because there is a combination of multi-kind of data. Database will divide data between relation and specialized storage. Okay. Now, you can better understand the OLAP servers by using that diagram. You can also use the diagram in final examination. So yeah, I'm using the diagram because diagram reflects your answer meaningful and strong. So okay, you can use that diagram if your OLAP server was question in your examination. Now, the another table we have. You can keep in mind the key features of the MOLAP, ROLAP, and OLAP, like features and adapted by. so that you can write theory, meaningful theory, and technical terminology, theory with technical terminology, so that you can earn the better marks. So MOLAP is high performance, less scalable, adapted by Microsoft SQL Server 2005. As I discussed, DMQL, data mining query language. So, and I told you the SQL Server basically use DMQL. If you have to perform the DMQL, then you can use SQL Server. So it also deal with MOLAPs, multidimensional data using the multidimensional online analytical processing. ROLAP is low performance, more scalable, also used by SQL, and OLAP is high performance and scalable. But for that, we use special kind of servers like SAS. So this is the thing about OLAP, MOLAP, ROLAP, and OLAP. Also, we discuss about the topic, the different dimension of the data, multidimensional data representation. So both of the topic are the important from the examination's point of view. If you have any doubt, then you can contact me on kapil.rg2 at gmail.com. Thank you.